Good morning. It's a beautiful early spring, late winter morning. I'm out here at the farm and I'm gonna put this excavator with the thumb to work. Let me give you a quick rundown of what I've done on this machine in the last couple months, and then we'll see some action. It's a little breezy, sorry about the wind noise. So first and foremost, I had a swivel joint problem, and the swivel joint is deep down inside the machine here. Let me get you in there and give you a look. So down inside the guts of the machine is this gizmo. You can see if I can focus. Come on, there it is. It's that round thing with a bunch of zip ties on it. That's a swivel joint. Now what the swivel joint does, it allows the top of the machine to pivot around the bottom while hydraulic fluid flows from the hydraulic pumps in the top down to the tracks in the blade. And I had a problem where there was leakage inside that swivel joint. So when I would use the tracks, oil would leak to the blade. So I was losing power on the tracks, the blade would drop. And so that's a telltale sign of swivel joint. Pretty expensive fix if you take it to the dealer, so I tore into it myself. And I have a quick video up. Maybe I can show some time lapse of that here. But I tore into that swivel joint, got all the O-rings replaced. There are 19 hoses running in and out of that thing. It was a bear to get out. There's other people who have videos on how to get it out of this machine. And the bottom line, you need a bunch of crow's foot wrenches, and you got to put the machine up on blocks so you can get underneath and access it from the bottom. And then you just spend a lot of time with your elbows and wrists banging around in there, getting those hoses undone, getting that thing out, then replacing all the seals, and then putting it back in. But I got that done, and that's really nice to have that taken care of. While I had it in the garage, of course, I put the thumb on. I've done a video on that. You'll see that in action in a little bit. I also painted. Why not? You know, bang some dents out. Excavator body work. There's still dents. These panels are pretty banged up. But got them all painted and taped off the decals. Those are same old decals, taped them off, painted, so it just looks really nice compared to what it did before. I had a spot rusted out here. Apparently maybe water was getting down, and then there's some foam behind there. I presume water was somehow getting in here and then soaking in that foam and just sitting down here. So that was rusted out. So I welded a new piece in there. I'm actually pretty proud of how that turned out for my amateur welding skills. If you look closely, it's a little rippled, but not too bad. So fresh coat of paint, a few little things like, you know, missing a cover here. I made one, put that on there. And then of course the thumb, like I said, and just a handful of maintenance issues. So this machine is kind of refreshed a little bit, ready to go. The one outstanding problem that is quite expensive is that screen. It's shot. See that? You have to look at an angle to even read it. But you can't buy the screen alone. You have to buy the whole screen assembly. You have to buy the whole screen assembly, and it's like $800, so I'll fix that later or just make it work. Well, let's fire it up. I got the old John Deere 750 loaded with some tools and things, and we'll head over to the woods and do a little bit of work. Okay, I warmed up a little bit. This is my first time using a thumb, so there's a learning curve, but I'm gonna clear this area. You can see how thick it is. Just honeysuckles and vines, and it's just dense. You can't walk through there, especially in the summertime. You can't even see through there. This whole tree row was like this, and I've slowly been clearing it out. But I've got piles of trees and stuff piled up. And the plan, once I clear it, the plan is get it all down there in the dried up pond, or mostly dried up pond, and I'll burn it all down there. Not today, it's too windy and I'm not ready, but. Did you see what just happened? Let's rewind and take another look. Yeah, that is not supposed to bend that way. And I had not even noticed yet. That thing started to noodle and I didn't even notice for a full 30 seconds. Let's keep watching. Disaster. Holy smokes, look. Oh. 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 Dang. What did I do? How did that bend so easy? Son of a gun. So I think I curled the bucket. Shoot. Wow. Well, that is just the worst. I mean, I feel so sick. I'll have to go back and watch the video, but I curled the bucket and pushed against that. So, you know, I'll have to think about what went wrong here. Maybe a combination of a cylinder that's not strong enough, a cylinder that's too long. I can't, on this machine, I can't back the pressure off of these lines. There is a series of adjustments down here. These things right here. But I believe the one that runs the thumb does not have an adjustment. But because I had checked earlier, but I'll have to look into that again. Because if there was less pressure, then the bucket could overcome the cylinder and not bend it, but push it. So I'll have to decide if I can replace that shaft, but then it'll just bend again. I mean, I had that big tree and I was careful not to pinch it and twist, because I don't know how strong my thumb is, because it's only 3/8 inch steel on the one side. Oh, that makes me sick. But I'll tear it off. I still got work to do today, so everything will come off. I'll put the old pin back in and just use it the old way for today. And then I'll have to decide maybe a shorter, thicker cylinder and some kind of a pressure regulator, so this doesn't happen again. Unfortunately, I'm afraid, boy, it'll be a while till I can get that fixed, and I don't want to haul it back home. Wow, that is just really unfortunate. I feel sick. Just looking at it makes me sick. Well, back to the same old. I don't have any actual plugs, so I just wired some plugs in there. I mean, the hydraulics are off anyways, but help keep that clean. But I still got work to do. We'll see. I'm not giving up. I'll have to figure out how to fix that. Well, folks, it's a sad day at the farm. I just rewatched the video. I didn't realize I bent that thing before I saw it. A while before I saw it. So now I got to figure out what to do. Shorter cylinder, stronger cylinder, maybe go to a 2-inch, and figure out how to turn down the pressure. I have to buy that piece, that regulator to put into my valve block so I can turn down the pressure so the bucket can overcome the pressure on the thumb. But still a beautiful day. I'm gonna get back at it old school style, no thumb. Thanks for watching.